I'll get that for you. I was actually, one of the articles that I was going to do today actually was about the DA, the departing DA. It just kind of just started ranting. But the departing DA, how she hasn't, I guess there are two pending cases on officers that were involved in police killings. Now, if you guys don't know, like Texas, and I think it's, Harris County has the worst record in people dying in police custody. They're like, I think it's like 1,000 people a year die in police custody. That's what this article says. 1,000 people, black and white, obviously disproportionately people of color, but black and white people die in police custody in Texas each year. A year after the grand jury indicted 3 Dallas police officers in the death of an unarmed handcuffed man, District Attorney Faith Johnson's office has yet to prosecute the case. And 2 months after Johnson's watched the dash cam video of DeSoto police slamming a mother to the pavement and tasing her son as he lay on the ground, Johnson hasn't opened an investigation. I think now she wants to leave it to the incoming DA. Now, the families at the center of those brutality cases must wait even longer. Johnson, who lost her re-election bid, has decided to let her successor, John Cruzat, like Merlot, Crozo, determine the case's fate when he becomes Dallas County DA in jail. That's so interesting, right? All of a sudden, you want to leave it up to the incoming DA. I don't know if you guys were here when I read the article about a month back, where she said, this is after she lost, so this is about a month back, I guess now, maybe a little month and a half back. She said she hoped that she can stay on the Botham Jean case because it was open when she was in office. You want to stay on that case, but you want to leave these other cases up to your incoming DA? Yeah, get the F out of here, man. Tired of this SHIT and these people, especially her. So the video of Terry's case is clear as day and gut-wrenching. I don't know how much investigation is needed to happen there, but we know how it goes with killers. Yeah, we know how it goes with killers that happen to be police officers, right? I'm interested, actually, who was that? Comrade, to see. I'm going to read up on that as well. I may not be back here till like next week. I want to finalize this documentary so they can put a date on putting it out. But I will let you know. And I will say, though, it's interesting to me as well because the same way they did with Botham Jean when they got the search warrant to go in his house, and then all of a sudden all over the news, oh, they found marijuana in his house. So what? They found marijuana in his house. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? And what? Okay. So, but this is what they do. They try to kill the person and then they kill their character. To try to make it seem like, oh, well, they deserve to die because of, right? So, I say that because the drugs and the gun that was found in the car, that I can see them trying to use this in the case. Obviously, it had nothing to do with the price of tea in China. They didn't know he had all that. He had already told the lady, oh, we've been smoking weed. He didn't reach down for nothing. You saw, if you saw the video, you saw him go to his, turn on the ignition and drive off. And the guy just rode on and started shooting. That's it. That's it. And that's not protocol. And he wasn't on the car. He jumped on the car. There's no death penalty and never has been a death penalty for possessing drugs, possessing drugs with a gun, possessing a gun without drugs, or possessing a gun with drugs. Now, you may get some jail time, that goes without saying, but there hasn't been any legislation that says someone must die for doing that. Not at all. So, now, what type of policing needs to be done in the community is never based on the actual community. Historically speaking, is more based on the police chiefs, or more based on the police officers, which then tell the police chief, which then tell the mayor. It's never based on what the police tell the police chief, it's never based on what the community is telling the police, then the police telling the police chief, and so on and so forth. It's more than anything, we need this because of these neighborhoods, da-da-da-da-da. It's not a proactive type of look. It seems like the community doesn't trust us. Maybe if we are walking in the community more, maybe if we got to know the community more, maybe if we started, doing some type of outreach where we're having, football game, a basketball game, something just to bridge the relationship. Maybe we need to start recruiting more people from these communities that have a relationship with the people, because, then at least they'll have their best interests at heart. So,